This is very interesting because it's showing the frequencies of different thoughts and emotions. And as you look at this, you can see that shame is at the very bottom. Then you've got guilt and apathy and grief and fear and want and anger, and then pride. And I've shared this, a few times here and there as we've talked. A couple articles that I've sent out that so many people in this movement are getting so excited. They're moving out of the anger, the apathy, and all the negative frequencies. They're moving up toward better frequencies, and then they get to this place where, wow, some of them get stuck on this idea: I am so much like God, I must be God. Pride. They get stuck right there, right there at pride. They get stuck because they let that thought of I am God, they let it take over, and they're not able to even get past that, because pride is still, believe it or not, pride is still a negative frequency. It's not yet moved up into the positive area, because pride is based on the kudos that you and other people give yourself. And as soon as those kudos disappear, you go right back down into anger and apathy and all these other emotions. So pride is a real turning point, but you have to get past it in order to move into the positive arena. So
in my perspective, I'm still wrestling with this, and might be something we discuss together. Is this is something that has been made, and it's these levels. To me, there is a kingdom emotions, and then there's worldly or distorted or negative emotions. And I believe that for each one of these, like shame, the true kingdom one is conviction, which is good and powerful. We need to have, and yes, pride, in the worldly, that's very destructive. But there is a confidence that is very beautiful. And so, just encouragement as we walk this out is, to me, the main thing is bringing all of our emotions into that place of kingdom emotions. And we know that, there's several that we know of who are going through a really grieving process, who have lost close family members in the last week or so. And so, if you just look at this list like this, you go, oh, grief is a negative frequency, so I can't grieve. I just have to, keep my eyes on Jesus, and that's it. Well, scripturally, it says Jesus was a man of sorrows and acquainted with our grief. And we've talked about this before, that grief and anger are what we call time-limited emotions. Yeah. So there is a time and place to grieve, and there is a time and place to be angry, but not angry in a destructive way from a worldly perspective, but bringing this into, who God is. Personally, I believe that it was righteous anger at the fall of Lucifer that birthed our redemption story and motivated Jesus out of passion to go, I love my creation so much, I'm willing to go to all of these lengths to bring about restoration.